hard to be critical about a car that sold over 3.3 lakh units since its launch in March 2008. But even the Maruti Desire's biggest fans would not call it pretty. It was, however, the ideal entry-level sedan. Value for money, good to drive, and the proud owner of a humongous boot. In India, that translated to over 10,000 cars sold every month. But change has been in the air. India's largest car maker unveiled the new Swift to rave reviews in the second half of 2011, and since it's based on the Swift platform, a new Desire was always in the pipeline.
Like the new Swift, the new Desire is also built on an all-new platform, and it retains a lot of the styling DNA from the Swift. However, this time, having learned from their previous experience, Maruti's paid particular attention to two things. The boot is much better integrated than on the old Desire, and crucially, the overall length of the car is under 4 meters.
As a result, Maruti had no choice but to trim the length of the boot, and so the Desire now looks more like a notchback than a proper sedan. In order to get the styling right, the company had 32 design engineers working on the car, and it's money well spent. In front, Maruti has taken the effort to further differentiate the Desire from the Swift with a new slatted grille and a reworked front bumper with a wider and more angular air dam and new pod-shaped fog lamps. The significant changes have happened from the A-pillar onwards, and the tail section is well integrated with the shoulder line flowing into the new tail lamps. The boot lid retains its raised profile, giving the Desire an integrated rear spoiler of sorts, and the wide chrome strip adds a touch of luxury.
The wheelbase and seat configuration is identical to the new Swift, so the new Desire's space in the rear is identical. But remember that both the new Swift and the new Desire have longer wheelbases than the old Desire. So net-net, what you have is significantly more usable space in the back than the old Desire. What also makes this cabin look way more spacious is the use of all this beige. Amazing what just a little bit of color, the right colors, can do to your perceptions of a cabin. And also, let me just remind you, I am not typical Indian size, so if you take 2 normal adults in the front and 2 normal adults in the back, they'd be quite comfortable.
The cabin layout is a sea change from the old Desire, with the flowing multi-layered center console, wood finish inserts, and touches of chrome, silver, and leather. Like the Swift, there are lots of cup holders and storage spaces, climate control on the Z trims, and an excellent stereo system with automatic sound leveling that's linked to the car's speed. While making the cabin more airy, the beige trim has also added a touch of luxury to the package. Like they did with the Alto, Maruti have scooped out the back of the front seats and also inclined the rear seat squab and backrest to create more room.
The new Desire will have the now familiar 3 trim levels, L, V and Z, and the choice of 2 engine options, the 1.2-litre VVT petrol engine and the 1.3-litre DDIS diesel engine, both from the Swift, producing identical power and torque figures to the Swift. However, Maruti's engineers have made a few small but incremental changes to the ECU and the engine tuning, and as a result, this car, according to them, is even more fuel efficient than the Swift. Both engines come with the now familiar 5-speed manual gearbox, and you can also get the petrol with a 4-speed automatic exclusive to the Desire, but only in the middle of the road VXI spec. Now I picked the new ZDI diesel Desire to film for this road test, firstly because of the cool blue color, and more importantly, I happen to own the old Desire in VDI spec. That car's done over 60,000 kilometers now, and so I have a great benchmark against which to see just how much they've improved this new car.
Maruti says it's made over 150 changes to the Desire, and perhaps its most significant achievement is ensuring the car weighs the same as the Swift. This was achieved by using a polymer fuel tank, a lightweight ABS unit, and lots of high-strength steel. Like the Swift, the ZDI Desire's engine puts out 75 PS of power at 4000 RPM and 190 Newton meters of torque. No changes there, and quite frankly, there's not much you can do to change what is effectively the best small capacity diesel engine in the country.
While it's still as quick as ever and has gotten even more fuel efficient, Maruti now claims an ARAI certified figure of over 23 kilometers to the litre of diesel. The other big change to the new Dzire in driving terms is its refinement. Maruti's worked very hard on lowering the amount of noise, vibration and harshness that permeates into the cabin, and they've succeeded. This always was a very refined engine, and now the whole experience in the cabin has gotten significantly better.
While it's good for the ride, the softened suspension has induced more body roll in the Dzire. But that's when compared to the lofty benchmark set by the uber dynamic Swift. The brakes are good and responsive, and in the short drive through the NCR, I had no need or opportunity to test the new ABS system.
Another aspect of the new Swift that's carried over well into the new Dzire is the light and precise steering. And when you ally that to a really short turning circle, you have a car that darts in and out of traffic effortlessly and can be parked in the tightest of spaces. Perfect for a sedan that you're planning to drive every day in the city.
The old Desire's biggest USP was its spacious boot, something that gave it a massive advantage over competition and also allowed buyers to overcome the iffy styling. This new car is the opposite. It's much better looking, more refined and luxurious, but with a much smaller boot. The Desire's competitors should be the Mahindra Verito, Nissan Sunny and Toyota Etios. And though it loses out to all on the space front, it does offer great value for money, upmarket interiors and a significant fun factor.
Maruti's engineers set out to make an energetic and elegant new Dzire. The catchphrase they were working with was compact with impact, and they've certainly succeeded. This new Dzire is definitely more compact and crucially also has more refinement and definitely more luxury in the package. This being Maruti Suzuki, you'd back them to get the pricing spot on as well, and in that case, the new Dzire is definitely going to make an impact.